Um, Today we're going to be talking about Valentine's Day, and I have some great guests. And I'd like to start off with the head life coach.
Hello, hello. My name is Shaylin Crystal. I am a life coach and a makeup artist, beauty artist. And I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be here today.
All right. And next we have our educator in the building.
Hello, everybody. My name is Joy. I am an educator. I am also the founder of Singles Exchange, and we'll tell you more about that later.
All right. So it's going to be a great show, guys. All right, go ahead, hit the like button, comment, and start following the people. Wait, how people find you from the beginning? How do you find you, Shay?
Everything is Shaylin Crystal on Instagram, Facebook, SHALYNN, and then CRYSTAL, ShaylinCrystal.com, coming soon. So, yeah.
Love
All
it.
right.
Can't wait for the website. And you can find Singles Exchange on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and whatever your podcast streaming platform is. So if you can see that behind me, that's the logo. Just type in Singles Exchange. Or if you just want to talk to me, you can add me on Facebook at Joy Deanne Johnson. Real simple.
All right, get it. Ooh, all right. Oh man, pray for me. Oh man, we finna get in. So Valentine's Day, but what's so important about Valentine's Day? So before we get into that, I want to know, we're all single, I believe so, but
Yep.
let's explain why. Like we're all different. Um, let's see. Like I want to know, because me, I'm a introvert. I think a lot. I'm indecisive sometimes. Um, I don't know. When you have too many choices, like I don't know. I was it's like
Go
So many
ahead.
choices.
Go
Say, come on,
That's
preach
right.
to us.
Oh man, that's for my yeah, I gotta be talking too much. I ain't drinking
Not
nothing.
long.
But
Let's go. Get you some water.
it's just me. It's like growing up. It's just I didn't have that variety of picks. But when I got to college, I know there's a lot of people that are interested in me. So it's like little. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna be a good husband," all that. But I didn't see that till I got to college. I'm like, "Oh snap!" Like overwhelmed. So I'm like, I don't want to pick for the rest of my life. Like, But it's just a stage. I don't know. That's just me. Why I'm single. I don't know. But
Oh, I really hate that question. Like, why are you single? Like, why are you breathing? I don't know. It just happened. No, yeah. Why am I single? Is because I realize I deserve more and I'm worthy of more. Once I was a person who I felt I had to be so understanding that I like understood myself out of so many relationships or in relationships I shouldn't have been in because I'm flexible, I'm adaptable, but I've come to realize I'm done flexing and adapting to everybody else and losing out what I want. So I'm single because I realized I could be in a relationship and all this other, but it wasn't really what I wanted, what I desired, and what I require for me, what I know I need. And so now that I know what I need, hopefully singleness won't last forever. But I'd rather be single and happy than in a relationship and feel compromised, but not because we're compromising, but like my happiness and my peace is compromised.
I just registered that you done pipping. So, but yeah, next, that's what I
Oh, say
heard.
Lynn,
Yeah, shit, we always got a roster if we hitting all the time. Am
say
I?
Lynn, I think we sold sisters because you basically stole my answer. And
My
I
bad.
agree. So no, you're good. So I'll just add to that. I also hate that question. Like hate it with all of me. But the reason is because it's kind of hard to explain. Like, I don't know why I'm single. I think I'm a great catch. And I wish somebody else thought that I was a great catch enough to snatch me up. But yeah, I do believe that I went through a season after my last relationship. I wanted to like redefine who I was, and relearn what it is that I liked at that stage. Because when you start dating, like you said, in early college years, you think one way, you want it to look this way. as somebody who is 32 and a half years old, my life don't look the way I thought it would look at 32 and a half. So I had to readjust on what it is that I want, what it is that I require. And now I'm just out here trying to find out who trying to scoop me up. So yeah, that's why I'm thinking.
All right, noted. I would never ask, why are you single again?
You know what? I'll be honest, as much as I hated that question, I think the reason I didn't like it so much is I didn't know how to answer it. And I wasn't confident in my answer. You know, like and it hit an emotion. Like at a time, I really didn't know why I was single. Like you said, I'm such a great person. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm on this journey of uncovering the lies from our truth. Podcast coming soon. Shameless plug.
Okay.
Reason before, when people ask me why I was single, my answer, it wanted to be because I'm fat, and nobody really likes the fat girl, but they love our personality. And I got that growing up. It was like, oh my goodness, I remember I had this crush on this guy, and somebody said to me like, you know, he thinks your personality is great, he's just not attracted to your physical physique. Then I found there are guys attracted to my physical physique, and so I'm out here, you know, whatever, but not like still letting the two come together. I was feeling myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, man, you know, it's nice. And so, and then like some of them like my personality too. It wasn't just that, but I hated that question because I didn't like the truth of what I thought my truth was. Now that I have learned and grown, I mean, I still don't care for it, but it's important. It's an important question.
It's important. And I'll even add to that, because agree 100%, all of it. But for me, in my season of singleness, which like I said, I'm still single, but probably the first 4 years after my last relationship, when I said I was relearning me, I had to turn the mirror on myself. And a lot of people don't like to turn the mirror on their self and say like, why am I single? Because you do have flaws too. Like, you're not gonna find a perfect person. But a lot of people don't want to really turn the mirror on themselves and say, well, I'm single because I got a nasty attitude, or I'm single because I'm too impatient. Like, people don't want to really dive into that part of their own selves. So that's why it's a touchy question for some. You should still ask it. Just know it's a touchy subject.
Dang, you speaking to me. That is true. So I do have a definite answer. It's because my communication skill. So I'm working on it now, but that was definitely my primary issue. So it just
And when she said impatient, I said, oh, okay, why you say cancer? You didn't even know I had. I didn't know I had. I was impatient. I am impatient. I'm still working on that.
Dang.
So yeah, let's get to our truth, y'all. We can do this.
We can do it.
Yes, so we got a little bit into it. Valentine's Day. It means to celebrate anything or anyone you love or cherish. It keeps going on. That's from kidsworld.com. But of course, our favorite Wikipedia, you know, St. Valentine's, the fest of St. Valentine's, and celebrate on February 14th as the original Christian feast day to early Christians. So, but what does Valentine's Day mean to us? So, yes.
If you want to start.
I was gonna say I'll start this time. I will say this, and a lot of guys used to shy away from this. I am a daddy's girl to the core. So, and I'm the youngest.
I never heard that. What does that mean?
I have 2 older brothers. I'm a daddy. I'm gonna tell you what it means. So I have 2 older brothers. My parents have been married 47 or something years. Like, I come from that really core household, and I'm blessed to have that. But a lot of guys shy away from that because they feel like they'll never measure up to what my dad is. My dad is the dad that buys his daughter flowers every Valentine's Day, or buys her a gift every Valentine's Day. So it has always been, to me, shown like you show love to the people in your life, not just the person that you're in a romantic relationship with, but to whoever you love. So that's Valentine's Day to me. A lot of people get caught up in the hype of, I gotta have a boo and we gotta get dressed up and go to a fancy dinner. And that's never been the case for me. Quality time. And if you want to buy me a gift, I'm not gonna say no, but like, that's not top of my list, because it hasn't always been like oh, my dad bought me a car for Valentine. Like, it's never been anything like that. Some flower or some chocolate, something small but thoughtful. So that's what Valentine's Day is to me. Doing something thoughtful to show people in your life that you love them.
I like that answer. For me, I definitely wasn't the have a parent or anyone show me like all the time. My mom would do stuff. I don't remember my dad doing stuff. He wasn't into like holidays and stuff. But for me, Valentine's Day is the day I show myself some love, right? So I have been in like relationships or whatever, dating, and I've shown the guy love because it was always like, oh, that's the girl's holiday, and she gets this and she gets that. I'm like, well, what about the dude? And I know for like the Midwest, we have Sweetest Day, but a lot of people don't know about that, right? And that's in October. But for me, it's a day I love on myself. I'm big into self love because if I can't love me, who else gonna love me? Because the love you give may not be correct, right? And so it has been a day to like hang with my girls or just love on myself. Get my favorite dinner, nice bottle or glass or something, watch a nice little movie, and just be like, run, do some spa stuff. So for me, it's my day to love on me. Um, or like she said, like your loved ones. Like it doesn't have to be a significant other. It doesn't like I feel like it shouldn't be a pressure day. It's a day to say, hey, you should do this all year long. But let me remind you, during this time, we're gonna make some extra pretty stuff so that you could do it around this time also. So that's what Valentine's Day is for me.
For me, as you can see, that's the day I run. I really try to run from it. uh, Growing up, it meant giving people in class a card and some candy. We all exchange stuff, and then
Mhm.
a little bit after that is just give my mom, also give my mom something. But after that, it's like I'm just hiding because I know it's like it's I take it as a woman's day. So like, dang, I just like there's so many of y'all. Like, I can get all everything. So I'm like, let me just act like I don't see that day. Just hide in my little shell. Yeah. So
Not in the shell. I mean,
Oh,
I feel it. I feel it though. It's pressure.
yeah.
definitely. I'll say last year, with us being like mid pandemic, and like I'm a single that literally lives by herself. So last year I was like, ugh, just fast forward to the 15th. We don't even gotta do this. Ain't no
Yeah.
church, ain't no work. Like I'm literally just here with just me. But I'll say this, and again, people be showing out for me. So one of my married friends randomly texted me that morning. One of my girlfriends was like, "Hey girl, what you want for lunch today? It's on me. I'm a DoorDash it to you. Happy Valentine's Day." And like that was so sweet to me. Um, so on Singles Exchange, I always encourage like the married people or people who are in relationship, find a single friend to love on because self-love is great. And I am also the person that buys themselves something for Valentine's Day every year. So I'm with you.
Mhm.
But like I said, find a reason to show somebody some love, not just a significant other, but anybody. Like Smitty said, he bought his mom something. Show out for the people that you love.
Huh. Yeah. So, oof, Valentine's Day. So, Joy, you said, um, who taught you how to date? I don't say date. So, you taught us how your dad gave you flowers. So, who taught us how to date and why? Were you ever taught that in the Black community, or for you individually? Since we're talking about us three right now, dating was that ever
Date is,
mentioned?
I don't know if that's the word that I want to go for. My parents got married really young because my mom got pregnant. And my dad had to learn how to be a good husband because his father was not a good husband to our grandmother. So um I think he spent a lot of time trying to be the exact opposite of what his dad was. But nobody ever really taught me how to date because my parents didn't date. They made a baby and then they got married and then they started dating each other. So I don't know if anybody taught me. I just kind of jumped out there. And like my brothers taught me some things because big brothers will always protect their little sisters. So my brothers was like putting me on game, like, this dude ain't right. He not legit. Like it was that type of thing, but they didn't necessarily teach me how to date. And I don't know if there's a way to teach people how to date. I should know that. I'm usually at church, but I don't know. Lead by example, I guess.
Yeah. I feel you about like I don't know. So that's the problem. I don't feel like I know how to date. Um, I'm like a very direct person because I have anxiety. So I'm like, let's just get to the punch. I like you, you like me, check yes or no. Let's figure this out. Like I'm a person where I could live in a country where they arrange my marriage. Okay, let's figure this out. Because that's the thing. I am self-proclaimed that I don't know how to date. I'm figuring this thing out. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I realize you cannot rely on movies. You cannot really rely on other people's life, but you can just kind of learn from your mistakes and kind of figure out what works for you. Because what works for somebody else is not going to work. But I don't, even growing up, because my mom and dad were not together, I didn't really have that example of him like dating her or whatever, or even like with him, he had remarried. Like I didn't see that in their relationship until I got older. And then they had like, oh, Friday is date night. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I feel like I learned how to like, because everybody who I knew, I would see them in a relationship being happy, but I never got to see the dating process. So I'm like, I don't, what I'm supposed to do? Like the movies say I need flowers. I gotta find this cute black dress. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just say I don't know how to do it. I just fumble. I just go until I fumble the ball or something. So like that.
Same.
All right. So my question is, what's for me? I was never taught how to date. I just told I'm a good guy. Like, what the hell that mean? Like, I don't know what that means. Like, yeah, it's like they keep being good. I'm like, what does good mean? It's like, yeah. But yeah, I'm not, yeah. It's two advice I was giving. I don't think I want to share that online. But yeah, um, so for the viewers that's watching, your possible future mate, because one thing I do is what I believe in is manifestation and writing things down. So what's expected from you guys on a date? This is Valentine's Day. Let's say we start off Valentine's Day or date, whichever one. Like, what's expected from a guy?
When you said what's expected from a guy. That was
Yeah.
expected from us because I was
What
like,
are you
what's
expecting from a guy to give you? Yeah.
that? Do you want to go
And
first?
vice versa.
I don't really have an answer. I don't. I don't have expectations. Okay, so if I'm in a relationship with a guy, I'm expecting us to do something special together, whatever that may be. Whether it's maybe we're not feeling like going out, maybe we just want to hang in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, make a little fort on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like a little,
Fort.
I don't know, like a like a tent, a fort. Is that what a fort? Like with the pillows and stuff, and like
Yeah.
make a pallet. You know what I'm saying? Just make it romantic for some candles, watch a movie, talk, play games. Like I love like those like question games because it's like I feel like you have to get to know each other. Or something like that. Like a gift would be cool, like a teddy bear or something. Flowers, I love flowers. I would expect that, but then I'm also like, what I would expect for him is to get him something he likes too. Like I don't want it to be like what he does for me, you know. But yeah, I would expect us to do something together, and if we can't do something that day, like we just communicate, like, okay, here's life, work, project, out of town travel. Okay, well, let's do something another time, you know.
So, I feel like the expectation for a Valentine's Day date shouldn't be any different than any other day's date. Like, I expect you to be a gentleman. I expect you to open the door for me, pull my chair out. Like, if we talked about it, I expect you to pay. If that wasn't the agreement, then I got my own views on that. But
I want to hear it. Go ahead.
well,
Yeah, like let it
I feel
know.
like so this is me. This is me. This is Joy. This not even singles exchange. This is just Joy's opinion. I feel like I was raised that the man should pay.
Okay.
At least the first couple days. You ask me out, and I guess because I'm also not the woman to really approach a man. I've done it before, but it's not my preference. You ask me out, you gonna pay. Now, if once we get into a relationship, I spoil the hell out of my man. So I am the girlfriend that's like, oh, you said that your favorite show was Martin. So for Valentine's Day, you got the full Martin DVD set. Like, that's the type of girlfriend that I am. I take my man out on dates just like he should take me on dates. So for Valentine's Day, I'm not gonna say it would be 50-50, but like if he plans the dates, he can expect a nice gift. Or maybe if we're doing something for the weekend, he can plan Friday nights, I can plan Saturday nights, like something like that. But that's if we in a relationship. If we just dating and you trying to woo me, you gonna woo me. And that's just that.
I agree. I just want to say I agree. Yeah. But I like what you said though. You said it shouldn't be nothing than a regular date.
Yeah.
Just because it's like Valentine's Day doesn't mean that it has to be these balloons filling the room and this whatever. If that's what you do regularly, you want to make it special, that's fine. But like there should be no pressure expectation of like it has to be super extravagant if it should line up. You know what I'm saying? And I know as you grow, things may get, more nicer or, if it's like y'all celebrating something special together. But for the most part, it should be consistent. Like, don't just go big for Valentine's Day and then do nothing the whole year. Like,
Yeah.
no.
And I would add to that because I was thinking about it when you were talking. As many friends as I have, I am not a big crowd person. The amount of people that are like outside on Valentine's Day gives me anxiety. I do not have to go to a restaurant. I would much prefer something that's thought out. You made my favorite meal for dinner, and we're gonna have it by candlelight in the kitchen, and you put a nice cloth on the table. Like, money or like something expensive doesn't always mean that it's thoughtful or heartfelt. You just put a lot of money into it. So like you said, making a fort, if that's our thing, if we make a fort and we reading a book together and we sit in our fort and read our book and that's our quality time, I think that's a great Valentine's Day date. It's about knowing the person that you're dating.
True. So I'm not, I got no expectation. I'm the guy.
You're the guy, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any expectations from a female?
Right. You don't want her to look nice. You want to come.
She don't come out in her pajamas,
breast
with her scarf.
Yeah, it's just I just hide from it now. I haven't registered like. Okay. I gotta work on that, but I just run from it. Like, yeah.
But see, Smitty, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I used to talk to a guy that really liked for a woman to have her nails done. So he'll be like, okay, next time you go to the nail shop, let me pick the color. Like, stuff like that. Listen, and I used to hit him with that you paying, because if you want, and it was a joke, but even something that's simple, it's okay to have a preference. As long as it's not bashing somebody else, it's okay to have a preference. You might like women with long hair to the floor. That's your thing, whatever. Do what you do.
Are you talking about women preference? I thought you were talking about like for Valentine's Day.
I'm just talking about a date in general. Like, if you want to go on a date with this woman, I would assume you want her to like look nice. Are you a man that like a lot of makeup? Do you not like a lot of makeup? Like, stuff like that. Again, preference. You can still have some expectations. You don't want to just come in there looking busted. I hope.
I'll take note of that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm easygoing, so yeah, I'm an easy book. So I put some thought in it though for next time. But yeah. But for me, what I'm thinking about is I want to share with the viewers something new, the cuffing season schedule. So I never heard of it. I never followed this rubric. I'm like, this is a lot of effort. So you got from scouting to drafting to tryouts, pre-season, cuffing, playoff, like championship, and then probably debate spring break. It's like, wow, it's like, wait, how? That's the question. The percentage of Valentine's Day like after Valentine's Day, like do people still stay together, or is just like an individual thing? Like I'm just like that's a hookup day. Like
That's a good question. A lot of these people be stunting just like they stunting in Buffalo plaid pajamas on Christmas.
yo, where did that come from? Like
I don't know. It's just like surged like 3
Ma'am,
years ago. I'm just saying people
ma'am.
be stunting for the gram.
You come on now, come for their life. You just came for their whole necks. You're right. And that's why I don't have any pressure when it comes to Valentine's Day. Because you see people studying and they have all this stuff, and it's like, y'all was just about to break up 3 weeks ago, 3 days ago, maybe 3 hours ago. That ain't my business. But I know some people who know some people. And
Yeah.
okay, y'all look like a happy family serving
Right.
divorce papers in 2 weeks. But do whatever makes you happy. I'm not here to judge. And that's the other thing. I feel like society puts so much unspoken pressure on us with social media and all these videos and TikToks, and you see all this stuff, which is nice, right? And it's not saying that, okay, one day in the future, somebody wouldn't like these big expressions. Because as you fall in love with someone, as you're with them, how you express your love will become more grand and deeper because your love for them will become deeper. It's not going to be the same from when you first met someone where like, okay, I give her some flowers. Now you about to fill up her whole house with flowers. She didn't have 4 big headed kids. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's different, you know? And vice versa with him. The way you show love to your man is different because he didn't put up through this loss, this you postpartum and all this other stuff. And he's going through whatever. And so those grand gestures are nice, but we should never let it be like that's what it has to be. It doesn't start there. If it does, that's them. That ain't me. But it doesn't have to be for you. You know what I'm saying? So you asked a question about Valentine's Day. I'm a little soapbox. When I did like the 2 little Valentine's things I did when I was dating, it didn't last. It was me doing something for them because I wanted to show love, and they're like, "Oh, nobody's ever did anything with like this for me," and I'm like, "Okay, glad I could do it for you because nobody's ever never did it for me either." So I'm like, but the relationship didn't last. So it lasted until like the one until May, and the other one, yeah. So
Understand.
I think for people who realize that that day is not the make off for the relationship, I think it lasts. But for people who would think that day is the make off for the relationship, I think it doesn't last. I don't know, not in their business, but that's just my opinion.
I agree.
And then like for me, I think about stuff like that. Like, what if it's their first date? Like, what if you just so happen to meet somebody in January or at the beginning of February, and like this is literally our first date? We can't have these outlandish expectations
Mickey
for
D's.
one day. Now listen, Mickey D's is where I draw the line. Don't you take me to get no big and fancy. I'm good.
All right, Starbucks. Yeah.
Now listen, I'm a Starbucks person, so you might
Okay, we can get some
me
Starbucks.
on some
I don't
Starbucks.
even eat at Mickey D's, so I'm not gonna go on a date at Mickey D's. Now, Starbucks for some coffee.
Starbucks,
You know, I go to Panera for some coffee.
yeah.
But only thing I get from Mickey D's is the orange ice. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just joking. I just like to joke around.
yeah.
But yeah, it's true though. The impact of Valentine's Day either scare some people away or embrace like people to be who they I don't know, imaginary bees like a prom for them. Like, okay, so but I want to close out with yeah, I gotta share some personal stories. Shay, you did. But I want so Joy, like what was a Valentine's Day story scenario?
A good one or a bad one?
Good one. Both.
Right.
Okay. So probably my favorite Valentine's Day, which I'm single, so clearly I'm not with this person anymore. But probably one of my favorite Valentine's Day memories, I had met this guy and we started dating like November. So it was still fairly new. He planned a nice dinner and then we went to this like a workshop, I guess. I don't really know what to call it, like a small group, but basically they taught us about the 5 love languages, which that was the first time I was ever introduced to that. And it was like other couples there, and it was like a nice little vibe, and they just kind of explained what the love languages were and how you figure out what yours are. And he got me a little bracelet. It was like a little cheap $10 bracelet, but it was my favorite color. Like, again, not a super expensive evening, but very thoughtful and not like over the top because we were still new. We went to dinner. I think the little workshop class was $10 and that bracelet was $10. So, less than $100 on a date. And that was Valentine's Day. My worst Valentine's Day. I my worst, I do have one. So I dated this guy in college, and it wasn't even bad, it was just not well thought out. So he had like this booked a hotel room and we're gonna do dinner. Like he had a whole weekend planned, but I guess like one of his friends had told him, this hotel is having like a dinner Valentine's Day type special. So we spent the whole night in his friends' rooms. His friend and him were playing video games, and me and the friend's girlfriend were looking at each other like we could have been at home for this. It's stupid. Y'all could have played the game for free at the crib. So that was not very well thought out. But yeah, it wasn't the worst, I guess. Not that great either, but
yeah.
Is there anything different that you do about Valentine's Day, or you just keep it as is?
Me?
Yeah, for Valentine's Day as a holiday.
Like as a single woman, or just?
Yeah, as a single woman.
Well, this year Valentine's Day is on a Monday, so I'll be at work per usual. Like I said, I always try to do something nice for myself outside of the norm. Like I did get my nails done yesterday, and they my Valentine's Day nails, but also I get my nails done every 3 weeks. So it was right on schedule. But like I probably take myself to dinner or something. I try to be very intentional about not being on social media a lot because people will have you in your feelings sad. And we just not gonna do that. So
Facts.
yeah.
So you
Boundaries.
go out in public on Valentine's Day by
No,
yourself?
no. I said I would treat myself to a nice
Oh,
dinner.
okay. That's why I had
Go
to make
pick
sure.
it up
Okay.
and bring it
And
back
go
to
at
my house.
home.
Okay.
Because it's peaceful here.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah. This it's crazy. So when you talk about like Valentine's Day, I was just kind of replaying in my head like what I have done. And I realized, and at first I was like in my feelings, because I was like, I've done these for guys, but I've never like received anything special for Valentine's Day. And I got my feelings hurt like a little bit. But then I'm like, I treat myself well. So I'm like, whatever, At that time I really didn't know how to treat myself well. But yeah, I think this Valentine's Day, I will be with a couple of my girls. We're going to get together on Sunday, get some wine and have some good food and just hang out, laugh, giggle. And then on Monday, I think I'm gonna take the day off because I don't want to work on that day. I don't want to be outside around nobody. Being like I don't want to see all because I have to like I'm a job coach. I go out and see clients. I don't want to go to no store and people breaking their necks to get the last flowers. No, I'm gonna buy myself some flowers because I love flowers. I got a cute vase. I'm gonna light my candles and I'm gonna just chill and work on something I want to work on. I normally get I normally get like sushi or Chipotle. I don't know why. That was like I did that like back in 2012 and I've been doing it ever since. So yeah. I must stay off of social media.
How am I scared to go away? All them girls and you be taking pictures like, oh, so they're like, dang, like, ooh. I get all the press to get to you.
Don't try to scare nobody.
Because you be turning up, like, dang, y'all be turning up. Oh.
Yeah. You know what? As much as I love to turn up with my girls, I love my me time by myself. So like these girls, we're just gonna stay in the house. But I'm a people person. I'm definitely an extrovert. I need my recharge time, but I love to hang out with my girls. I love to just, I love to hang with people, period. And so yeah, I'm not trying to scare nobody away. I don't know. I'm learning that sometimes me being too direct can be kind of intimidating. And as much as that's not how I come off, I try to, be a little bit more milder. Because when you're talking about like, I'm not a person to shoot my shot. I did it twice this year. It was cool. It was for what it was, and I was very proud of myself for challenging myself and doing something I was afraid to do. And it was an experience. Don't have to like do it again. Um, it's easy to shoot your shot with strangers because they're strangers. If it goes south, you're safe. But yeah, so I thought I would have a Valentine's Day date, but I'm okay with not having one. It's my own date and just chill, harass my mama because I got to get her some chocolates and make her feel loved too. So.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What
So,
about you, Smitty?
just like I'm finna close this, I'm finna run. That's what I'm finna do. Turn off the lights real quick, and you're like,
Oh.